in grammar and sentence structure, and if there is interview also, so then
Good evening. So before starting before starting the session, I would just like to tell you why I was smiling looking at your name. So my name is Priyanka Mukherjee and yours is Priyanka Kataria, right?
yeah.
So I double checked whether whether it is showing my name only or did you actually join?
uh,
So
yeah,
yeah,
it is a little confusing here.
yeah, it's it's getting confusing.
I was not
Okay.
able to unmute myself. I don't know why. Something. I think it's
Oh,
network issue here.
okay. All right. So we are
So
going to
it's
talk
tea
about a
time.
topic.
It's very late if you are having tea,
I'm not having tea. I'm having coffee.
cold
Oh,
coffee.
and there is no hot coffee itself, and there is absolutely no time for my tea and coffee. No time. Whenever I feel like I need to have caffeine, I do. I just have it. So there is
Yeah.
no time. Okay, yes. We are going to talk about a topic. Do you have a topic, or should I give you one?
Mm, yes, yes, yes. I want to know about Chat GPT, how to use it.
I don't know. Simple answer. Because I have never used it ever.
Yeah, but Clapingo tutor are using for exercises and all, and they also told me, but I don't know
Hmm.
how to use it
They told you to use ChatGPT for what?
for grammar, if for grammar exercises.
Then what is the point of doing the grammar exercise by yourself?
Uh, like for prepositions, should, would, could. Sometime I make mistake in this. So that is why they
Hmm.
told me if I have some time, so I can do this. Otherwise, they are here.
I don't know how ChatGPT will help in that because if you have a question and if you ask ChatGPT, the ChatGPT is going to give you the answer of the question, right? It's like so yeah. So artificial intelligence will give you the answer. Now the answer can be given by anyone. A teacher also can give you the answer. The the whole point of doing exercise is that you doing the mistakes and learning from it, right? So if you want to practice, then you have to practice by yourself. Then only you will learn. Otherwise, you will be dependent on AI.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about reading because we always talk about four skills, and reading is the first skill that we learn. So, talking about reading, what is the concept of reading? What do you think about reading? What is reading actually? Reading skill.
Reading. Okay, so but I have to talk about this. Reading is a good habit. So we should try
Hmm.
to read a lot of things. If we
Okay.
want to enhance our knowledge, so we should read. We can read
But
any.
why is reading important according to you?
Yeah, according to me, reading is important because of reading we retain things for a long time if we read loudly, read
Hmm.
loud, or if we are reading something, we enhance our knowledge, gain knowledge. Yeah,
Hmm.
these are the things.
Okay. Um, and what is the importance of reading in order to polish your mind?
Yes. So I think it is the same thing, polish our mind or gaining knowledge. These are the, there is quite difference. Like
So gaining knowledge can also be done by watching a movie. Why reading?
reading, because because while we are reading, so we are only reading. We are only one sense is active, only eyes and mind only. So then we can retain things, and we can cognitively we can think about that thing.
Okay. Do you think reading skill is helpful in strengthening your writing skills?
Yes, writing skill also enhanced
No.
uh,
Yeah. Hmm.
by reading. Because while
How?
reading we have a lot of we have a lot of new words, and when we are reading that word, so those words goes in our mind, and then when we write, so
Hmm.
those words will help us in writing also. But when we are watching only, so then that is not, we are not engaging, or we are not speaking that word, so then we cannot retain that word for long time.
Okay. Uh, okay. Do you know that writing and speaking, these two skills, in case of language, are completely different?
Reading and writing.
No, writing and speaking.
Hmm.
The
Not
writing
completely
language
different.
and the way of writing or the language that we write in and the speaking language, the language we speak in, both are same or both are different?
No, both are not same. They have little similarity, but not like not proper, no, not whole similarities. Like
Hmm.
while speaking, we are taking pauses, and
Hmm.
we are saying different words sometimes,
Hmm.
like yeah, or so many words. But like we are not using in writing, but we are using in while speaking.
Hmm.
So I think this is different.
In case of speaking, the language is more informal. In case of writing, the language is more formal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So if I write something, then only you will be able to read. Otherwise, what will you read?
Yes.
People have written books. That's why we are reading it.
Mm.
So, by reading, do you think that our vocabulary and our sense of understanding things in depth improves
Because of writing,
because of reading?
because of reading. Yes, we can say this. Um, like while reading, we involve that thing, and we
We
feel that
involve in thinking deeply, right?
thinking.
We think in depth while we are reading a book. Suppose if I just replace the reading with a book, just replace the reading thing with a book. So when you read a book, you get into the story in depth
Right.
rather than watching it on a television, isn't it? There are more details, the structures are different, the language is different, everything is different.
But
So
I think when we are reading, no, sorry, when we
hmm,
are watching any movie or any serial,
hmm.
or when we are watching, listening, so our two senses are active that time. So I think we will retain it for a long
For
time.
a
But
longer
while
period of time,
while reading, we are not listening, we are not watching, we are only reading. So I think retaining power is not
obviously not.
that.
Reading doesn't only mean only reading the lines.
Hmm.
That will
We
never
can
work.
think logically about that thing, because we don't have we are on focus. I think we are in focus while reading.
Mhm.
When we
Yes, of
can
course.
think,
So
yeah,
we can.
deeply, we can think deeply.
Yeah. So yes, you are partly correct that audio visual, it creates memory very soon. If
Hmm.
something you're watching and then you're hearing, then it creates a memory very soon. But
Hmm.
it does not stay with you for longer period of time.
Hmm.
If you're reading something very deeply and understanding, only not just reading,
Hmm.
understanding the things what is
Reading with
written,
the consciousness,
concentration,
concentration. Yeah. Like some
not
people
con.
are reading like unconsciously, they are reading, only reading.
They're
They don't.
just reading. Yeah.
They are
So
not
that is
reading.
not never going to work. That is never going to give you any satisfaction. It's just very
Right.
boring and very strengthening for the eyes.
Hmm.
So one is that. Another thing I would like to mention, do you think that reading helps or books help in reducing stress?
Books. No, I don't believe in this. Books are not
Why? Hmm.
because books are not funny. Books are not like when we are watching any web series, any movie. funny movie, then we are
Everything is written. That's why they're doing it on screen, na?
yeah. And it's little boring also when we are reading, only reading. We are reading, so our mind will tired after some time. So, but
Okay.
while watching, I think then we are not in very much involved in this. We are only enjoying. So I think so. It will work when we are
Hmm.
emotionally bad or
Invested.
emotionally sad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Emotionally not feeling well,
Hmm.
emotionally weak or not strong.
Right.
Okay, that's good. Do you think that it helps you to have better imagination power, reading?
Yes, reading, already told you, develop our cognitive skill, how to think deeply, knowledge about knowledge, we can say. But uh, yeah, we can think about deeply. Our imagination will strong because of reading.
Hmm.
Our logical skills also improve because of reading. It will help a lot. There are so many benefit of reading.
Okay, good. Talking about reading, one of the things that I've heard that reading plays a very, very major role when somebody is preparing for competitive examinations. What do you
Hmm.
think about that?
Yeah. So when anyone prepare for any government examinations, so yeah, if their examination is about English language, there is also this subject included. So in this, reading will help in grammar and sentence structure. And if there is interview also, so then we have lot of conceptual knowledge. So if we have conceptual knowledge, so we are able to answer correctly.
Only English language, not other
No,
not other sub.
not only English language, any other language. Like if I talk about ISPCS interviews, so there are a lot of questions. They are not only for English. They are about political. They are about history. There are so many questions.
Politics, not political.
Politics,
Politics.
politics, yeah. So in this, so reading will help because we have a lot of conceptual knowledge. So then we will answer correctly. Or
Perfect.
in essay writing also it will
Yes.
help. Yeah,
Okay.
there is
You already
written.
said that it helps in increasing vocabulary. So that is one of the
Hmm.
things that I like. One thing is left, that is, what is the importance of reading in a student's life?
Students life. Okay, so students life, reading is important. First thing, I told you vocabulary building. Their vocabulary will increase, or they know about sentence structure, uh, or yes, concept development. Their imagination power will increase because of
Concept development. What is that?
concept development. Like whatever they are reading.
Development of concepts. Okay.
Mm,
Hmm. Okay. Yeah.
these are the things.
These other things will develop
Hmm.
if they are reading.
Right.
Also, whenever a person is reading, it improves their patience and concentration for a longer period of time. So if you
How
can
patience?
how patience, because it's very easy to distract you while you're reading. Very easy. Your
Hmm.
mind can go anywhere.
Hmm.
Suppose if you're the way you said, if you're watching something, then your ears and your eyes both are engaged.
Hmm.
Right. So you're watching something very carefully. If somebody is calling you, you will not even look at that person.
Hmm.
Right. But if you're just reading, then it is very easy to distract you.
Right.
Very easy. So if you're reading for longer period of time, means you're concentrating on the one thing, it increases your patience and
Hmm.
also your concentration. Yeah.
Right.
So that's why they say that reading is very good before bed, before going to bed, because it helps in
Hmm.
remembering things. Right. So we were talking about reading, and in our next session, we'll try to speak about other skills of language so that we can come to speaking only. All right.
Yeah.
Any questions, anything that you want to know, please ask.
No.
No. All right, great. Enjoy the day, and we'll see each other in our next session. All right.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Take care.